Okay, I'm going to be dehydrating some sliced zucchini today, and I thought I'd show you the way that I do this. Just cut the ends off the zucchinis and then cut them into slices about 1/4 inch thick. A friend of mine on our forum mentioned that he cuts them thinner and makes zucchini chips, and I'm going to try that with the next batch because that sounds good. But these ones I'm doing 1/4 inch so that I can rehydrate them later to use in casseroles or fried zucchini. And then you just lay them out on your tray. You can spray these with some lemon juice to help with the color, but I haven't had much trouble with them turning color. They seem to stay pretty white for me. If you have trouble with them turning brown, then by all means just spray them with some lemon juice before you dehydrate them. Now your zucchinis are all sliced up and ready to go into your dehydrator. I like to dehydrate mine at a low temperature. I use 115 degrees Fahrenheit until they're done. Okay, now I'm going to do another zucchini for shredding and dehydrating. I'm just going to cut these into the right size for my shredder. These aren't too bad, but if you have a more developed zucchini, you'd want to cut and scoop the seeds out right now. Okay, now that we have our zucchini all shredded up, I'm just going to place it on my dehydrating trays and spread it out a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect, it'll dry just fine. You just want it fairly even so that it'll dehydrate at about the same time. But it doesn't matter if they're covering each other. Here. Now we're finished slicing and shredding our zucchinis. I'm going to turn the dehydrator on to 115 degrees Fahrenheit and leave them until they're dry. Okay, our zucchinis have finished drying now, and you can see they've shrunken quite a bit, and you can tell that they're done because they're hard and crispy, and if you tap them, they sound hard, they're dry, they're brittle, they're not leathery. And the shredded zucchini's dried nice too, and it's crispy as well. If it was still soft, you'd know that it wasn't done and leave it on longer. When you go to use this, remember that they will double to triple in size after you rehydrate them. So if your recipe would call for, say, a cup of shredded zucchini, then you'd want to use 1/3 of a cup of dry to rehydrate. And likewise with these, if you're going to use these in a casserole, then you wouldn't want to use as many because they will puff up quite a bit. And you can add them to your casseroles directly, and add extra liquid to it to absorb, or you can soak these for about half an hour in water and then add them.